Good morning, Civitans. COVID is still with us, but seeing that you are together for our meeting shows that Cardinal District Civitans are ready to get back to business. This past year was definitely unique for all of us. I know that for junior Civitans, it was a tough time. Most of us were e-learning the entire year, not getting to physically see our friends, not able to hold in-person meetings, and projects were basically limited due to the things we could do on our own. Some school administrations put stops to clubs meeting, even virtually. But despite all this, the heart of junior Civitans was still beating, even if not strongly, in the Cardinal District. Our district is extremely small, as we now have 3 clubs. In 2020, the Jackson Club was not allowed to meet, but now that school is back again, revitalizing this club is a priority. The other 2 clubs, George Washington and John Adams, were able to meet virtually and actually came up with projects they did throughout the year, even if it meant doing them by themselves. There were boxes and places for things to be dropped off at schools. Some of these projects included baking desserts for Man a Meal that provided meals for the homeless, making cards for vets and the VA hospital, making Valentine bags of goodies for nursing home residents, and collecting over 400 personal care items for the homeless. Together, they participated in 2 projects physically. The Light the Way, Your Way walk was held in December, where the members walked in exchange for donations made to the Children's Therapy Clinic. In February, the club members got together again to walk from George Washington to John Adams School and return to show support for women and healthy hearts. The one project that this small district did but made a huge impact was the thank you the medical teams for their great work and dedication during the pandemic. The plan was to have the club members make 382 cards for the 4 ER teams of Charleston Area Medical Center. Well, juniors like to make cards and wound up making 800 cards. These not only went to the 4 ER teams, but to 16 other teams in CAMC. The staff was so touched by all the thanks, and it did make a difference for them, giving them support that was starting to disappear for so many people. This district project was recognized as District Project of the Year at the Junior Civitan International Convention held in Tampa in June. These 2 active clubs, JA and GW, were also recognized as Honor Club of Distinctions at the convention, along with the Cardinal District receiving Honor District. To top off the cake, Governor Nalaya Kanuri was honored as Distinguished Governor. So the Cardinal District Junior Civitan hearts continued to beat throughout this pandemic. But now it is back to business for the junior Civitans, just like you all. This year, I am happy to say that the students are back in the schools and clubs can begin to meet in person again. In fact, both GW and JA have already held their first meetings this past week. Hopefully Jackson will begin meetings soon as well. The Cardinal District Board met and looked at the state of the district. We came up with goals which have been used in the past, but we are working on ways to reach these goals rather than just state them. One of the goals for the Cardinal District is to grow in membership. The 2019-2020 year ended with 72 members, and COVID greatly impacted the membership in the 2020-2021 year when we ended with 41 members. I know this sounds bad, but we did really good compared to some of the other districts. But we want to see our membership get back to where it was prior to COVID, and we are actively reaching out to students to get involved with our junior Civitans. We also need the support of the Vienna Civitan Club to help revitalize the Jackson Club. Now that their hold on the charter status is over, we will need to see them active again. Another goal for the district is to get more members involved in projects and events on both the club and district levels. We know that some want to know what it is in for them when they ask to do things. One idea the board had is to help the goal to establish a point system with incentives to be part of it, which could be community service hours, reduction in registration fees, etc. A name for it that was suggested was Civitalies. We are still working on this, but hope to roll this out soon. Improvement in communications is the third goal that has been set up for many years. But once again, we are setting up new ways to improve. Set up Remind class, which would include district officers, club presidents, club advisors, and any other member who wants to join. This will allow messages to be texted out to many about junior Civitans and events, projects, etc. To improve communications within the board members will set up a chat group so they can stay in touch. Look at other social media that can be used to reach out members. The PRC will need to work on this goal. Our other goal is to fully support the work of the Civitan International Research Center. I don't have to tell you about the great work that is done by the awesome research scientists in our facility, but it takes money to run such a center, and we want to show our junior Civitan support. As governor, I will be going to All In Summit in the first quarter of 2022. I know I must raise at least $1,800 plus $200 for expenses. My goal is to raise a minimum of $2,000. I will be looking at ways to raise this money, which is going to be tough during a time that so many businesses are still struggling as a result of the pandemic, but you can't make a goal unless you try. I know in past years the Civitan clubs have been very supportive of this fundraiser, and I do hope you will consider helping me so I can proudly represent the Cardinal District at All In Summit, which is a great leadership development and community service weekend for governors and others. I will work with Jeannie Jarrett to post information on your district Facebook page, as well as reach out with communications to each of the clubs. I don't have a deadline yet, but I figure it will be the beginning of January 2022, so please consider putting a line on your budget to help, and remember, this counts for Civitan at the helm as well. The other fundraiser is Dance-a-thon, but I don't have any information on this yet, and since it was held at the end of the year, the word is junior Civitans to concentrate on All In Summit for the first months, and then we will talk about Dance-a-thon. So stay tuned for more information on these great fundraisers. For district projects, we are asking all clubs to continue our long-time project to collect tabs for Ronald McDonald House. These tabs can be brought directly to a local house, or they can be collected at meetings, and it will be brought to the house. As for other district projects, the board felt it may be best to first see what the current needs of an area are before setting projects. A good example is the district project from last year that we decided in December when we needed appreciation for the medical teams as seen. The board will be meeting in a few weeks to further discuss the many goals and things we need to work on for the district. There are a lot of things we need to do to get back in business. This includes our club officer training, our fall district meeting, which is tentatively scheduled for Sunday, October 24th, and our spring convention. We feel rather than try to do everything all at once, it is better to meet more frequently and take smaller steps to reach success. Thank you for allowing me to speak with you today. I look forward to serving as the governor of the Cardinal District Junior Civitans and with each of you as well. Jeannie Jarrett will now answer any questions that you may have about Junior Civitans. Again, thanks for giving me the opportunity to share my thoughts with you all today. Hope the rest of your day is good and safe. Bye.